the live stream. This is post game reaction. This Colts versus Patriot on Thursday Night Football, man. Thursday Night Football is always tough, man. This is a post game reaction live stream. Week 5 of the NFL season. This is pretty tough. We go down 1-4. The Colts are 1-4, 1-2 away. The Patriots are now 3-0 at home, and they are 3-2 on their record. What's going on? Kid? But this is pretty tough, man. This is a tough loss. I mean, I kind of expected this to happen. I'm sorry for the delay on videos. I've been holding you guys up at work, and the gym been kicking my butt lately, so I haven't really had the time to go ahead and upload some videos. But I thought I'd drop this live stream to react to the game. You know how I do after every post game, to go ahead and react to the stats and numbers and what went down in the game. Pretty sure. Before I go ahead and get into it, though, I need you guys to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on the notifications to know when I drop the next video. I missed the podcast due to lack of sleep and working out. I missed the injury report last week and everything, so it has been a little rough, but I'm going to get back on track. Trust me, don't worry about it. The stats for this game. Andrew Luck showed his worth. He showed that he was back. What's up, Patriot? He showed that he was back in action, man, and he is down, and he is here, man. Andrew Luck is back. Send me your picks for this week. Okay, I got you. But yeah, Andrew Luck definitely showed, man. He is back to normal, and he is here to win. All he needs is targets and people to throw the football to. It's simple. All he needs is people to throw the football to. He only got sacked one time today. We never got to Tom Brady today. Last week, we got to Deshaun Watson 7 times. We didn't get to anybody this week. It was Thursday. Everybody was injury prone. Nobody played, man. None of the top talents, not even Danico Autry, played. And Jabal Shear is one of those guys to get the pressure on the quarterback when there's another defender on that D-line that's helping him out to kind of get the pressure off of him so he can go get him. Now, he's not no Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa or J.J. Watt, but Jabal Shear is definitely one of the top D linemen. When there's other people on that line to help him out, it'll definitely enhance his ability to go get the quarterback. Now, in my opinion, in the first quarter, when Adam Vinatieri missed that field goal, I kind of felt like Jabal Shear and Adam Vinatieri was selling the game. That's just me, because Adam Vinatieri don't miss no 38-yard field goal. It's just not happening. He was back in Foxborough. The crowd cheered. And he had a little grin on his face like he just knew it was going to go off. And he just knew, like, yeah, I did that for the sake of old Bill. I don't know, but y'all can tell me about that. I just kind of feel like he sold that kick. The score would have definitely been 27-38. It should have definitely been a little closer than that if it wasn't for all those drop passes the receivers had today. Tonight was a rough night, man. Nobody really played, like I said. Naheem Hines and Jordan Wilkins, Adam V checked in his. Yeah, the check is in the mail. Facts. That's facts. The check is in the mail for Adam Vinatieri, man. Naheem Hines and Jordan Wilkins was the only ones out there. Robert Turnbull was supposed to play today. He did, but he never really got any touches. Andrew Luck was 38 for 59 with 365 passing yards. That's 800 total passing yards. In fact, exactly, kid. Shaking my head. I did the same thing. I was just like, he's selling. He's selling. But these last 2 games, Andrew Luck played Sunday against Houston. Then he came to play Thursday against the Patriots. And total, he had like 870 passing yards. He almost had 1,000 yards in two games, bro. That's crazy for a guy coming back from injury. That's the proven fact of Andrew Luck. He should definitely have no interceptions this game, but I'm going to blame the first one on Naheem Hines. Well, the way Patrick Chung picked it off, Naheem Hines ran to the left side of Andrew Luck, but when Patrick Chung caught the interception, that's where Naheem Hines was supposed to be. That's why he just pitched it off like he was going to go there, but the rookie made a rookie mistake and kept running. Patrick Young caught that interception. Then the second one wasn't Andrew Luck's fault as well. It was a tip pass, and Pascal dropped the ball. He was upset. I was upset. We all were upset. So the interceptions dropped his QBR rating to an 84. On average for a quarterback, QBR is like a 95. So for the 7 drop passes and those 2 interceptions, it kind of ruined Andrew Luck's numbers. So it's definitely got all the doubters and everyone talking about Andrew Luck still injury prone. He's not back yet. But Hey, those are the naysayers, man. Appreciate everybody joining the stream, by the way. But that's just the naysayers. Eric Ebron had an awesome game. He had 9 receptions, 105 yards. He did get injured, but he was shaken up. But he came back in at the end, caught the touchdown in the goal line. We actually completed a goal line touchdown, y'all. That was actually shocking for me. He averaged 11 yards on the receptions, but he did pretty good today. Another person, Eric Swoop, you got my salute tonight. Shout out to Eric Swoop from the practice squad, man. Practice squad, stand up, man. Eric Swoop got robbed on his touchdown. They say he was a yard short. They should have just gave it to him because McCourty was getting dotted up by that man. I don't know. Luck should have just threw him the ball for the whole game, but he came at the end after Eric Ebron went down with the injury. That's when he caught his first touchdown. And the second one, he should have had. They called it an inch. They called it a yards back, so he couldn't even get his touchdown. He could have had two, and I think he should definitely be bumped up to the regular squad after today's game. Man, he definitely caught some good passes, and he did better than some of the wide receivers we had on the field all day. Pascal didn't show up today. Only 1 reception. It was a tough day for him. Marcus Johnson didn't get any attempts really. Naheem Hines did it on both ends as usual, so shout out to him. Ryan Grant, well, his 6 receptions was pretty decent. But those targets, man, Andrew Luck in the second half, he turned up, man. All those passes were bullets. It just shows like if we had a full roster of what it would look like with those dots being thrown today on that Swiss cheese defense for the Patriots, man. That Patriots defense was so Swiss cheese, and they didn't even do that good on the running. They had 98 yards for Sony Michel, but they only averaged like 97. So we did pretty good stopping the run. Usually a team gets like 130 or something on us on rushing. Tom Brady tried to run, but he got -1 yards on that. I don't know what he was thinking. But the receiving core for the Patriots, we did get dotted up a lot this game, 341. But we did the same thing on their defense too. So that's why it was a trap game. Nobody really played. Gronk was there, but he so-called fumbled, but they called it for an interception, which we predicted. But they was trying to save Tom Brady on that. Chris Hogan, they should have called the fumble on Elderman, but they called it on a dead play. And then shockingly, when Jordan Wilkins does the same thing, they called it an actual fumble, and McCourty stripped him, but I didn't see a strip. I just seen him go down on the lumble. He didn't go anywhere, so I feel like the refs was definitely in the works. But there's no spy game. We actually lost. It's crazy. I know, man. It was crazy, but I feel like there was in the works this game because there was some plays that was just like BS. It's just the New England way. They're still undefeated at home. I don't know. Kansas City should definitely pull off the upset next week. They should definitely. I know they're going to dot their defense up. I know they're going to dot it up. Tom Brady's going to have him a game too, but I feel like the Chiefs next week, they should do the job just for the old Colts' sake. But other than that, yeah, man, this trap game was definitely a good one to watch. We definitely could have pulled this victory off if we didn't have that rough first half. They put up 17 points in the second quarter, man. It was hard to watch. I kind of wanted to turn it off, but me being a Colts loyal fan, I decided to watch the rest of the game and to cheer my team on, and we almost came back and won the game in the end of the second half. We're a second half team. Coach Frank is definitely improving this team. He's putting the trust in his teammates, and his players, and the team is on the right track, man. We just got to get it together in the first half and turn it over and bring it into the second half, man. We can't be a one-half team. If we are, we got to shoot the lights out, man. We got to put up at least 20 points in the second half. We only did 21, but we got on average. We got to dot this team. We got to dot up teams, man. We cannot be a one-half team. And the problem with the Colts this year, especially with the injuries, it's always one-sided. It's either we got offense and no defense, or either we got defense and no offense. So it's kind of hard to choose, man. I kind of did see us losing this game, but I always going to root for my team because anything can happen. Anything's possible. It's a trap game. It's Thursday night. So it was kind of hard to watch. It was disturbing. Tom Brady was just having all the time in the world in the pocket. They had the best O-line tonight. It was very disturbing. Julian Edelman had his little BS receptions, all dink and dunks, man. The Josh Gordon catch was trash. He definitely got bailed out on that one. I don't know how you guys feel about that Josh Gordon catch, but it was 2 defenders and only one person went for the football. The other one was just with his hands up and he caught the ball. It's like, I don't know what to do. So that was kind of like bailed out. So the game should have definitely been closer than that if we could have actually guarded Josh Gordon. One go for the ball, one go for Gordon. We could have got the ball back on that because Brady had so much time in the world told Edelman to get out the way. I'm going to throw the ball to Josh Gordon. And now the commentary is praising him. He's the next Randy Moss with Tom Brady. His lockup as Tom Brady is inspiring. Like, man, yeah, Matthias Furley took himself out of position to stop that Gordon TD. Exactly. He went behind. He went behind Gordon and didn't even try to attempt to stop the play. I just found that crazy to believe, man. But appreciate you for that comment. But I just found that crazy to believe. Like, how do you take yourself out of the play and not even attempt to try to stop it? That was wild. But we definitely had a lot of pieces on defense missing today. And the one and only piece I missed today was Darius Leonard. Because he would have stopped those runs, man. Darius Leonard, when he's on the field, people know. He was the player of the week last week as well for rookies. But he will be all over the field, man. He was definitely missed today. Who was it? Danico Autry. He wasn't fully healthy. He was missed. It was very rough for us, man. Morrison went down with a concussion. I was like, this is not going good. And then the problem is, we did the right thing. We put him in a protocol and sent him out because he was acting like it wasn't a problem. But test came back negative, so he wound up sitting out for the rest of the game. So I feel like Thursday night football games are just a bad idea for football, especially for teams like us when we're already injury prone. We're just going out there and losing more players. We only have like 40 players deep. It was bad. Malik Hooker played his best game today. Not the best game, but he did all he could. We didn't get no sacks today, man. It was just a bad game for us, man. I don't know how we're going to pick this up for next week, but the next 3 games are pretty much cupcake for us. We should definitely get these next 3 wins and get back on track. Hopefully, a lot of people come back. Anthony Costanzo, he made a slight appearance, but he didn't play at all today. He should be back next week as well. Adam Vinatieri is 50% today. I am disturbed for Adam Vinatieri. We're not on speaking terms at the moment for Adam Vinatieri, but the Titans are currently still leading the division. They are tied with Jacksonville at 3-1, as I predicted at the beginning of the season. Thank you guys for joining this stream. I appreciate it. But don't forget to like this stream, man. Like the stream if you're new. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notifications. I do post a lot of videos. Last week I slacked, but I'm going to get back into it next week. But if we had T.Y. Hilton, man, all probabilities. I'm not a really probability guy on the if the he say, she say. But, you know, if we had a full team, we definitely would have put up a better fight. We only lost by 14, so I'm not really getting bad on the Colts. It was a trap game Thursday night. Nobody played, like I said already. I don't know what people expect, but Najee Good, shout out to him. He got an interception on Tom Brady, and Fairley got one on him too. Should have definitely been 4 interceptions, but one pass to Gronk was wide open. Nobody played it. And the second one was to Edelman. It was on a dink and dunk. Nobody played it. They just sat in zone and nobody went to go get the football, which was really disturbing to watch because it feels like those type of plays you're watching and it feels like you can control the player, like go get it like you're playing Madden or something, but I don't know. The defensive coordinator needs a lot of talking to the players to do for practice going into next week because that zone defense has been getting shredded for the last happening if we want to be at least a playoff team or be in the conference. So yeah, we are 1-4. We could have been 1-3-1, but you know the way the game went the week before against Houston, we didn't go. We went for it on 4th down, and this kind of stuff like this shoots us in the butt, and it's kind of like a stab in the back. It's kind of like, hey, you guys should have went for that tie, but it is what it is, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Go ahead and get something to eat, head to the gym, and I'm going to toss the live stream over to the great Patriot. He's going to stream. He's a Patriots fan. He was talking crazy on Twitter like they won the Super Bowl, but it is what it is. The rivalry is back on, I guess, whatever. Just a fun fact for you Colts fans, if you guys didn't know. Peyton Manning started off 0-6 against the Patriots, and he had 2 playoffs losses included in that streak. Andrew Luck is now 0-6, and he has 2 playoff losses too. But the way the night played for Andrew Luck, he did a great job. He did all he could, man. He didn't have any receivers, no targets, really. We got to get Andrew Luck some playmakers, man. If he gets at least 1 or 2, it's showtime. That's why I'm preaching to go get Le'Veon Bell, man. By the way it's looking like Le'Veon's not going to go anywhere. But games like these just show the way that Andrew Luck was dotting that defense up. If Le'Veon was on the team, how scary it would have been, man. It would have been scary and tragic for this Patriots defense, man. Tragic. We got to go get a playmaker for Luck, man. We got to. I don't care who it is. I don't care. It's a few people out there in free agency, wide receivers too, that's out there looking for a job, and we have the second to third highest salary cap out there in the NFL to go get players because all of our players are young. We got one of the youngest rosters. Why not? But that's a conversation for another day. I made a video on that already. Colts Talk, I appreciate your support. Keep your heads up, guys. We are still here. The season's still early. Giving it over to the great Patriot. Link will be in the description. Signing out.